top of the line. What's the deal, man? King Eric in the grill in the building right now. Subscribe to Off the Cuff Radio, Screwball Radio. Let's go. So I want to talk about the verses that just went down between Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat. Very dope verses. So let me first say this before I go on. I want to thank everybody that took the time to subscribe, to follow, spread the word about Off the Cuff Radio, Screwball Radio, anybody that took time to follow us. Thank you. Follow us, build with us, all the guests we had. I thank y'all very much. So, now that I said that, let's get on to the video here. I want to talk about the verses. The verses was pretty dope, man. I mean, it was very impromptu. It was like they done it in the last minute. And we knew we was going to get some great music out of the mix because both of these guys have magnificent catalogs, I might add. So, Keith comes out there, Bobby Brown comes out there. And they're playing their records. Let me be the first to say this. Keith Sweat has a catalog, bro. That brother got baby makers. People sleep on Keith, man, because Keith was the butt of the jokes on a lot of people because, you know, he was coming out with the simping and all that stuff. But if you really listen to this dude catalog, bro, he has one of the dopest catalogs I ever heard. Very underrated. And that's what the beautiful thing about this Verzuz thing is. It gives people that don't really know much about catalogs that new exposure. I didn't know he wrote Let's Chill for Guy. But, you know, industry politics happen. So, when Keith was doing his performances, man, he had the ladies going crazy. Now, with Bobby Brown, let me say this too. I had Bobby Brown by a landslide, but I think Bobby Brown picked some of the wrong songs in the beginning. But he eventually got it warming up a little bit. Like, he played too many of the old New Edition songs. Some of them notes he tried to hit, he sounded pretty rough, man. I'm sorry, Bobby, he sounded rough. So, another thing I noticed with this Verzuz is that there was some tension there. Like, is it me or did it seem like that Keith Sweat was trying to, like, sun Bobby Brown throughout the whole thing? I mean, did it seem like to me that he kept on trying to little homie him? There gotta be some tension there, bro, because the way he was talking to Bobby at certain things, I'm like, oh, there's something going on here. There's some tension there. Like, he was doing little swipes here and there. But this made Keith Sweat right here. This was Keith Sweat crowning moment to the new era to me, because the new era is more fond of his catalog now and his contributions to R&B. People already knew about Bobby Brown for the movies, the New Edition, the documentaries, and all that stuff. But nobody really knew much about Keith Sweat. Nobody really knew much about Keith Sweat other than him, you know, simping and whining. But brother got a catalog of hits, man. The LSG joint, oh my God. Cut Close, the joint he did with Left Eye, the joint he did with Snoop. Boy, Keith Sweat had some joints. How do you like it when I do it just like this? Bobby Brown, he played some of his dope stuff, but I think that, believe it or not, this was Keith Sweat crowning moment right here. Because, see, Bobby Brown was already shining. You know, he already had his limelight. But this right here was Keith Sweat's moment right here. He showed and proved. I mean, he got a little wild. He got a little tipsy. He got a little drunk. But he showed his personality off a little more. But overall, I enjoyed this Verzuz here. I like this one way better than Eve and Trina. That was kind of like a mismatch to me. But you know, there's some Verzuz that need to happen. I can tell y'all this. There needs to be No Limit versus Cash Money. I will have Beats by the Pound and Manny Fresh go at it. Because, see, Manny Fresh and, what's his name? What's that dude's name? Scott Storch. I ain't enjoy that one. That was just like a playful battle. We need that one. We need Bone Thugs and Harmony versus 3-6 Mafia. We need that one. And we need the Dog Pound versus CNN. 3 matchups right there. And Kim versus Foxy. For R&B, I say KC versus Aaron Hall. Winner gets all the booze. But check this out. I enjoyed the Verzuz. Big shout out to both of these guys, man. I knew that even though it looked like there was some tension right there by the way Keith Sweat was talking to Bobby, I could tell, man. He must have rubbed them off some way in the 90s. Like, cause you know Bobby Brown was wild back then. He was wild back then. So I know he probably set Keith off on certain things. So, then again, it could have been that Johnny Gill was telling Keith Sweat some stuff about Bobby, and Bobby was feeling the sort of way. So Johnny Gill probably could have played a key role to why Keith felt a sort of way about Bobby Brown. But nevertheless, it was a great Verzuz. And this is a great thing for black music as a whole. So we just hope this thing keeps going with more contenders that can pretty much provide great art and entertainment. So this is King Eric signing off. Subscribe to Off the Cuff Radio. Subscribe to Screwball Radio. Subscribe to King Eric Productions. I'm working, y'all. Holla.